In a world gone insane with the weight of all my pain taking me under, making me wonder, at a time in my strife, overburdened with my life, you gave me my freedom. You gave me a reason to go on through the pain, through the tears and through the rain, protected by your love, my Jesus, not afraid anymore. Never worry what's in store. You opened every door, my Jesus. Tell me now what to write. Change my ways and life my light to feel you around me. I am so glad you found me. I will go where you will. To the end I'll follow still. You gave me my freedom. You gave me a reason to go on through the pain, through the tears and through the rain, protected by your love, my Jesus, not afraid anymore. Never worry what's in store. You opened every door, my Jesus. Trusting in your loving care, I need not go astray both night and day. You showed me the way to go on through the pain, through the tears and through the rain, protected by your love, my Jesus, not afraid anymore. Never worry what's in store. You opened every door, my Jesus, to go on through the pain, through the tears and through the rain, protected by your love, my Jesus, not afraid anymore. Never worry what's in store. You opened every door, my Jesus, to go on through the pain.
Let me say pleasant good afternoon, 106.9. Good afternoon to you, Uncle Alan Doyle. Good afternoon, Sister Lucy Williams. It's good to see you out here on a Thursday afternoon for Let's Talk. It's my pleasure to serve you. Why don't you go ahead and share the broadcast? Let people know that we are here. Minister Rosey B will be coming up shortly, and you know what's going to happen.
Opened every door, my don't you worry about a thing, because everything is gonna be all right. Listen. In a world gone insane with the way
Welcome to my day one, Natalie Me Young. Good afternoon, good evening. Deepest condolences once again, Natalie,
making
and the loss of your aunt.
me wonder.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're going to be talking, it's Let's Talk, and we're going to be talking tonight, and I hope you too will be speaking to me. It's a topic in which that some of you actually requested. You want us to talk about self-care, and we're going to be talking about that today, how you care for yourself, and how do you take care of you? Do you need someone to take care of you? So forth and so on. So go ahead and share the broadcast, and we're going to get the program started once Minister Rosey B comes in and share herself. So we're going to be doing a whole lot of talking tonight on Let's Talk. Yes, with Aunty Donna and Rosey B. So God bless you, Rain Day. Rain Day. What is Rain Day?
What to write
It's raining in Connecticut where you are.
ways and life my light to feel you around me.
We're not raining here in New York where I'm at.
That you found me. I will go where you will. To the end I'll follow still. You gave me my freedom. You gave me a reason to go on through the pain, through the tears, and through the rain. Protected by your love, my Jesus. Not afraid.
We're not wasting any time tonight, you know. We're not wasting no time tonight.
No,
Let me
not at
hear you,
all.
Rosie. How you sounding?
I'm hearing you loud and clear. Are you hearing me loud and clear?
Absolutely, my love. Good to
Okay.
see you once again.
Blessings.
It seems like it's been a while, right?
Yeah,
Were we here last week?
we were here last week.
You see what me I tell you? This is the situation with me. I forget.
Yes.
Let me go into one of these slides where it's not too much talking behind me. All right, there I go. I love my water. I love my water. Let's see if I can make myself.
Water is life.
Water is indeed life. Yes, indeed. So good afternoon, my sister. God bless you. God bless you.
Blessings to you. Blessings.
What's been going on? Bring
Welcome.
the what? What you have on there? Bring the what on your t-shirt?
Um,
Bring
bring
on the
on the sunshine.
hello, I'm here. So, ladies
Bring
and
on the
gentlemen, once again, I'm here. We're live on 106.9 Positive Radio right here in New York, where we're broadcasting out of the studios of Positive Radio. And I tell you, it's been a pleasure just to come and serve God's people. And of course, with me is the one and only Live Wire. May I tell you, she have a comeback like nobody's business.
boy. I
Her,
tell you,
yeah, go ahead.
I must be alive where because I'm going on and on that Duracell battery.
I tell you, it seems like that is the season. I think when we get to them age, this is the age when we're gonna relax. But boy, it look
Yeah,
like it just a pick up.
definitely.
Amen. So let me, before those persons go ahead, let me see. Varnisha Gardner is here. Welcome, guys. Share the broadcast. Share the broadcast. Monique Doyle is in the house. Beautiful Monique Doyle. Jean Clark Jameson is in the house. Go ahead, folks. Just share with us. We're going to talk about a whole heap of things today, Rosie. Tell them
Yes.
some of the things that we're going to be talking about today.
Well, I mean, self-care, and it is not myself or Auntie Donna who chose that topic,
Right.
so we have to get you people and being a part of this family. So we threw it out last week, and of course, someone recommended that we speak about self-care. Now, self-care in itself is a wide topic because it speaks about your spirituality, your physical self care, your emotional self care. Listen, it's a whole package.
Yeah, it seems
Yes.
like this is one of the topics that we can go on and on and on and on
On and on and
about.
on.
But before we
Yeah.
go on, let me say good afternoon to families in the house. Lady Gemma out of the Sansui studio is in the house. Alan Doyle is in the house. So I want to greet the Sansui crew for coming in. So,
Yeah.
and if you are on the blog and I have not said hello to you, is this Bess Casanova? Good afternoon to you. Say something to me, guys. So, and Raquel Livingston, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Lucy Williams. Say something so we can acknowledge your presence on the broadcast. And of course, the telephone numbers are sort of running underneath. Whatever the topics that we present are always thought provoking, and the
Yeah.
views and the opinions are just each individual, right?
Yeah.
So, we're a judgment free zone right here on Positive Radio and Let's Talk. So we're not judging anyone. We just want to talk because we're locked up and locked down, and it seems like we are lost in our sense of humanity. So this is one of the platform in which we're giving you an open invitation to speak. So go ahead, Rosie. I'm turning it over. I'm letting you do the talk first, and then I will follow you.
Wow, wow, wow. I don't know why Auntie Donna put me in this seat,
Aye.
but nonetheless,
Right.
I mean, as I said earlier, that self care is a wide topic. But let me see what the Google meaning
Come on
of
now.
self care
Go
says.
ahead. Go ahead.
Right. It is actually the practice of taking an active role in protecting one's own well being and happiness,
Nice.
in particular, doing periods,
Of
during
stress.
periods of stress.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Also, expressing oneself is an essential form of self care. So,
Yes.
overall, it's talking about you, what you are doing for your physical health, your emotional health, your spiritual health, taking care of you as a whole.
Right.
What is healthy for you?
Yeah. And what are some of the things that and let me tell you something. Good afternoon to your missionary sunshine, sunshine. We're not gonna play any music on this one today because we there is so much we can share, and I believe that when we share these things, others will take a piece of it and
Yeah.
learn from it and said, but that can, if that worked for her, maybe it will work at toops for me. And
Right.
one of the things that I do for self care, Rosie, is take long drives. I've outed myself. I
Yeah.
would make sure enough gas in the car and I will drive, especially now when the weather is by myself,
Mm-hmm.
no radio playing, um, just drive for at least 3 hours. I will drive, just going nowhere and just return back because it's so calming for
It's
me.
therapy.
It is so therapy when I look at the trees, when and when I look at the shape of the trees, and that is me. I'm kind of a weirdo. So I don't know what you guys. I'm just there's so, I'm coming like one big old Subway sandwich full of layers.
Well, you know what? If that's what makes you
That's
feel
one of the thing.
rejuvenated,
Yes, that's
yes,
one of the thing.
and the therapy for you and works for you, every single one of us have to find that niche, have to find that thing that makes us comfortable and de-stress
Right,
us.
right, right.
So I can give examples. For example, when I was in the JCF,
Hmm.
everybody knows that the Jamaica Constabulary Force
Yes.
is just working is stressful. I mean, from the moment you decide that, oh, you see your name on the list to go to work tomorrow, you're stressed out. You know, reach work yet, but you're already stressed out. So, one of the things that I use as my therapy, as self care, because we were on the JCF choir, that was therapy for me. Yes, the singing and going out and laughing. Worse when we're going long journeys.
You know,
That
I've never
was
thought about
terrible.
that, Rosie.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've never thought about the stress that police officers,
Oh my
our
goodness.
military. I've never thought. I thought it's something that I love to do.
Auntie, let me tell you
Tell me
something.
about it because I have never thought about it that you
Yes,
guys
it
put
is.
on your uniform and what is the thought that is going through you? I've never thought about that.
Okay. Well, there are many things, or there are many layers, I should say. One, the moment you leave your home. All right, the mere fact that you're a police, you're at risk. That's the first thing.
Wow.
Whether you're on or off duty.
Right.
When you go to work, that's another stress
Mm-hmm.
because you're sitting every day. Well, it all depends on where you work because some persons are lucky enough to work in AC office and they don't have the general public to deal with.
Right,
But for
right.
those persons who have to patrol, who have to do general policing with a lawless nation,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that in itself stress. When you think about you have to go out there, you're dealing with 10 or more domestic disputes for the day. And all of them are unique in their own way.
Yes, yes.
That is stress. When you have to make critical decisions at work, that is stress
Mm-hmm.
because your job depends on it.
Mm-hmm.
When you have superiors who are agents of the devil,
My
that is
God.
double stress.
Wow.
So it's a whole package.
Wow. I'm
Don't
happy
get me
we're
wrong.
highlighting. No, no, no. I'm happy you're highlighting that.
Yeah,
So
it
for
is
you,
very
one of
stressful.
one of your de-stressor is the fact that there was
I
another
see.
side to it. And what was
Right.
that for you?
Please repeat that.
Yeah, you said what was your de-stressor? What
Right.
right.
Singing with the choir, that was my thing.
You were safe
But
there.
yes, that's my little solace. And I'm sure that I can speak on behalf of the other members of the choir
Right, right.
because we are basically drawn from different stations, different formations, and come together,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
and mostly on weekends, we would, be at concerts. And let me tell you something that a lot of people don't know. We cover police funerals, every police funeral, whether natural cause or otherwise. That in itself is another stress.
Wow, my God.
Think
Good afternoon,
about,
Barbie. Yes.
think about going to funerals Saturday, Sunday, most weekends. Different from the concerts. Concerts is concerts and you have a
Right.
wonderful time.
My
But
God.
you're singing over a dead man or a dead woman every week.
Oh,
It has
Jesus.
become like a normal church service.
Wow.
And
Wow.
then the things that you see happening with, family members, those who are not so pleased, those who are pleased, and those who are mourning genuinely, it's that in itself is another thing. But guess what? We enjoy what we do
Mm-hmm.
because at least you're not hearing, oh, the man chopped me, the woman chopped me, you know? It's just different. And you're doing actually what you enjoy doing. So for me, singing is my therapy. For
Yes.
other persons and maybe other police officers, I can speak from my job.
Right.
You know, you will find that a lot of police go to the rumbar. That's why they say police love rumbar because
Okay.
that's
It's a
where they
de-stressor.
take their
Yeah.
time, their little
Got you.
stress
Right,
right.
right, 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 right.
Or they will go to some exotic club or something, or they go to parties. But I don't go to parties, and there are others like me who don't go to parties. So
Got you.
you'll find me at church. I like concerts and with the choir.
Right.
I like karaoke.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah. So outside of those normal, what would be your other personal way in which you self-care? Like for self, what is your self-care? For me, I want to do my nails. I have to do my hair.
Mhm.
What is your
Well, those
must
things
have
are a
as a
given.
self. What? No, but not everything is a given because, well,
For
at
me,
least
well,
for me,
for me,
everything. So every week you have to get the
no. But
eyebrows and
to be honest with you,
yes,
it wasn't like that before. Because let me tell you something.
yeah,
There are a lot of things. You hear me mention the job.
right,
You're kind of restricted when it comes on to certain things. So doing nails and hair
right,
and stuff was a no-no for me because you're restricted to black hair. Hair must touch your color. Your nails can't this, your nails, and which I do understand with the nails. Because if you go on the road and you are to
defend
um
yourself. We have me go code it up for you.
exactly,
Me code
yeah,
it up. Cause tonight we're going to talk about coding, people. I what you all can call in. Don't let me and Rosie sit down here and call.
yes, and
It's not seven
talk.
one eight 569 6622. I'm gonna put the number up there. Please, guys, call us and tell us what is
Amen.
your self care. What do
Right.
you what Fiona? What is your self care? What you must have to do every week? Judith Noreen is here. What is your self care? Call us and talk about it. Share experiences. Yes,
Yes,
Rosie and I have a
definitely.
little stuff, but we want to be able to talk in between.
And we
You
want to
guys.
hear your views.
And we want to hear your views. So yes,
Yeah.
Rosie. So just in case
Mhm.
you have to go out and defend yourself, you can imagine your
Right.
fingernail.
Exactly. So that I do understand, but at the same time, you want hot up too.
Yes, yes, yes.
So I normally do those things when I was like on vacation
Right.
and I get to braid my hair. It's just recently, I mean like a year and a half or so, they started braiding hair, kind of modernizing the thing, putting
Okay.
a little knob whilst on duty.
Oh.
But now that I feel like a bird in the treetop,
Sure. Your boss will like be a kite.
bust like magic kites. I'm doing my nails.
Yes.
I fix my hair whenever I feel like changing my hairstyle because if I put in one and I think that, oh, I don't really like it, it's
Yes.
going to change. And
Yes.
of course, that comes with affordability. And not only the job, when it comes down to family, sometimes a lot of women so busy taking care of their kids
Oh,
that they
listen to
forget.
this. I like this one that Monique says. My
Yeah.
self care is going to the gym. Let me tell you something, Monique. I that was me just get lazy. Me no know what. Me just said they must put some shaka upon me because me just lazy to go to the gym.
That don't be-
I am paying for membership and me just need somebody to haul me and me don't need nobody to haul me
Yes.
because me good by myself. But yeah, I like that one. Self cheer. Yeah. Self.
That has to do with motivation, though, because I used to walk in the mornings,
Right.
but when it's you alone, oh my God, that's one of the hardest things. So if I wake up one morning and I don't feel like going, I'm going nowhere, but if I have somebody to pull me, say, call me, and we all go, I'll go. So it's self
Somebody
motivation
repeat.
there.
What do you want us to repeat? Repeat the number again. It's on the screen. Let me remove it. There is the screen. 718-569-6622 for the studio. And if you're out of the country, you can call us at 914-527-8295. That is the WhatsApp number that you can call. We're talking about self-care this afternoon. And yeah, Rosie, sorry about that. Oh, we're getting a call. Wonderful. Good afternoon and welcome.
Hey, good afternoon. I could read the number. However, the number that's displaying there is 6699, and I wasn't getting through. That's why I
Really?
put
Oh,
that
so
again. That's why I put it again.
6622. Yeah. 51. It's on there. Which one of them is 6699 so I can correct it?
This 5696699 on. That's the one I was dialing, and I wasn't getting through. That's why I asked.
Oh. We're
Yeah,
okay,
repeat
so
the
it's
number again. But I got
6622.
through now.
Thank you.
I
Welcome. No
got through
worries. You're
now.
here. That's great. That's great.
Yes.
So talk
How are
to
you
us.
guys doing? How are y'all doing?
We are blessed.
We're blessed. We're blessed. So talk to us about self-care. As a matter of fact, you should have a
Oh
lot to
my
talk.
God, self care is a nut in itself. That if we do not take care of ourselves, we damaging ourselves in the same token, because all we doing is work, and not taking care of yourself. And it don't have to be something expenses or something, you got to go out to the country, or, it could be the small things that you could do for yourself, to value yourself and take care of yourself. Some may, if you have a stress day at work, like, you come home and you don't want to bring that to your house. So, sometimes some people like to play music, you play music and it soothes you.
Yes.
Some people like to clean their home, clean your home. Some people like to do their nails. They like to do, things. And sometimes you can inspire other people, motivate people also. Because of the work I do, sometimes you have to motivate the people,
Yes. Yes.
because of where they're at. So you constantly have to motivate them, and give them courage and do things for them, or, find things, agencies to do things for them. So to lift them up in a sense, but self-care is important. We have to stop at some point. We have to know when the body says stop.
That's true.
I was one that did not listen to your body. Sometimes you have to listen to your body, because when your body
What
reaches
part
to
of your
that,
body? What part of your body you talking about? I want to go there tonight. Me don't know what me gonna. This is the topic we want to know if you talk to me about, because me will go there and code up the thing too. Code up the thing. So what part of your body the body that take care of?
the brain,
The brain.
the brain that you gotta use to help everybody.
Right.
It gets tired at times.
Yes.
It gets tired at times that you have to stop, because you could feel it when you're overwhelmed. When you do too much, you could feel it in your body.
Yes.
You have to calm yourself down. I from experience, I'm speaking on that, because I like to go the extra mile
For
and
somebody or for
sometimes
yourself?
it was never about me. So now I'm learning to do me. It was always about somebody else.
That's right.
Somebody else. You make sure that everybody is okay, but who is making sure that you are okay?
I totally understand. So now, what do you do to take care of yourself? What is your fun thing to do? Is it that vacation that you must go, care about nobody else? You have to go, or is it that every week you're gonna spend 5 hours in a salon? What is your go-to self-care?
So, what suits my mind completely is music. I like to hear certain gospel music. I have particular gospel music that I will play for myself to bring me back to where I need to be. Yes, I like to do pedicure, but when I'm talking about the mental state, because of the work I do, and the things that I do in the community, sometimes you need that mental check to bring you back. So
absolutely.
music is one that helps me a lot, in that. And I like to dress up. I like to dress up.
Yes. Yes.
So that is also one of those things that I do. I like to do my toes, but it took me a while to be there, because as I said, I do it for everybody else. The vacation is one thing, but vacation is if I go to vacation, I shouldn't know nobody there. It shouldn't be no family. It shouldn't be no friends. And, because I feel like I'm still working.
My gosh, my God. We need
I'm
we need
still
to
working.
dechocolate your brain because no, we go I go and make sure no dechocolate on yourself around here. No, because we have to take care of self. We have to get sort of selfish when it comes
Mhm.
onto
Yeah.
self. Because
Mhm.
people will constantly
Mhm.
take from you. And
Mhm.
we get to
Mhm.
a
True.
point, right, Rosie? And we get to a
True.
Mhm.
point where we are just so burnt out
Out. Mhm.
and they're not going to be there for
Mhm.
you. Well, thank you, Judith, for calling in. Keep the phone line going. If you don't hear anyone else call in, call back and take
Okay.
part. All right. God bless you.
Yes, I'm gonna take care because I'm gonna step in the role that Donna was saying about the cops and that part too.
Okay.
But I'll call back. I'll listen to
Sure.
others and then I'll tune back in. All right,
Absolutely.
Thank you.
you ladies
Sure.
doing a phenomenal
Th-
job. Keep
Thank
doing the work
you.
that you do. God bless.
Thank you very much. Thank you very
Wow.
much.
Okay.
Wow. Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah. And today, let me tell you something. What everything that she's saying, it all depends too on the type of job you do. Because especially when you have to be pouring into people,
Right.
it takes out everything, all your energy,
That is true.
takes everything from you,
Uh-huh.
drain. Sometimes, to be honest, I have to even be very careful that I don't take the problems home.
Wow.
Seriously.
My God.
And, I kind of guard my emotional state. Even though I don't like when, people call me. Some people will call you. It just drains your energy because they never have anything positive to say. Lord, the devil have fight me. What? I can't deal with it. I'm not saying if you have a problem, you can reach out to me. But every single time, you never have a victory report yet. It's just a
You know what
problem.
my self care for that is? As
Mhm.
soon as I hear somebody come to me with that, it's a scripture right away to shut it down. I have a scripture to shut down all of that kind of
Yeah.
negative thing that I don't want. And that is my self care. Oh, me no feel well. And the first thing come out of my mouth is, you are well in Jesus' name. You understand?
Yeah.
If it's so hard, and maybe that's why I don't have plenty phone friends, because I don't buy into anybody narratives of negativity. I don't do that because I am taking care of myself. As much as I sympathize, or I understand what you're going through,
Mhm.
but I can't take it. I cannot take a person's thing. It's not mine to
It's
take.
not the thing I have a problem with. It's not like a one time or a two-time thing. You have persons who are always negative, always. And I said to myself, why sometimes you can't come and say God is good? Auntie Donna, whatever I'm facing, especially these days, I just say it is well. I just start to speak to myself. And that is a part of self-care. You
Yes.
have to reaffirm yourself.
You got to. You
You have to,
must.
as the song says, you have to encourage yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? And you looking in the mirror. If every day I should have got to somebody, Lord, the devil have fight me. Whoa, the devil have beat me bad. Whoa, come on. I like positive talks.
That's
Tell me,
right.
say, I might be going through this, but I believe God is gonna come through for me.
Come on now.
That's a different situation now. I said,
Absolutely.
preach it, sister. That's the
That's right.
spirit.
That's right. That's
Yes.
right. Everything that can be the devil. That's right. But while you call me today, and I wanna sort of just lively the broadcast up with a provocative topic,
Mhm.
and I shared what you shared today, and I was wondering, um, we're grown, right? Oh Jesus, oh no, don't kill me. And I was thinking that,
Okay.
we do our parts, and self-care is, some people wants to shave their parts, their underarms or their private parts, and you have some people who don't want to do that. Now, So the question I want to ask is it okay to shave or not to shave? Your body parts, because some person don't believe in it, none at all.
Yeah.
So
Well,
that is one of the questions. Is it okay, Auntie Ruth Lynn, to Faith Martin in St. Vincent, is it okay to shave your body part? The Brazilian wax, the all sort of stuff. Should we grow our hair like Samson and all of that sort of thing? So I want the conversation to be interactive and everybody come in and
yeah.
talk about it.
All right. For me, where that question is concerned, I have no problem in shaving because I believe it's a part of hygiene.
Grooming, yes.
It's a part of hygiene. And to me, if you're, in your pubic areas and stuff, I think the more hair is there, you're more likely to sweat and produce odor. So I recommend shaving. That's for me. But
Right.
everybody who might have a spouse, the spouse might not like it. Some men don't like it, some women don't like it. So to each his own. But I work with what works for me.
I said no. So when time you think it. No, because like when you're at a particular age, right, Rosie?
Yeah.
and and the forest start to get white, like
Yeah, like if I
do
come on
you
to
dye
winter.
it like very
Winter.
snow white, do do, do you dye or you let the forest just dead? I don't know. I want to go there this afternoon. I want to stop the laughing. Y'all stop laughing.
Well,
Do you dye the forest or do you let the forest die, or is the forest dead for some of you? Marty Swaby, good afternoon and welcome. Welcome to Let's Talk. This is what we're going to do. Somebody calling. Good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon, Auntie Donna and Sister. You also be
Come on, we could call it up and talk up the things. Talk up the
that
things.
question is, it's up with your body. You do what you want with your body.
Right.
And some people, they don't have nothing to shave, but sometimes they still shave. And some want to shave, they shave. But the more the more you shave, the more it go back.
So but
But you have an opinion. I'm not, it's their body, they do what they want.
absolutely. And we know people do what they want to do, right, Rosie?
that's right. And that's why I said for me,
Uh-huh.
I do
But
what
the more you
please
shave,
me.
the more it go back. But some people say it's not a good
Does person
idea.
get frustrated every time them have a cut forest? Here we got a call coming. Hold on, don't hang up. Caller, kindly hold. Yes, go ahead, Auntie Ruthie. Does people
Yeah,
get frustrated every time them have a cut forest?
yeah, some of them.
So them just make forest get wild.
Yeah.
We're going to code it up tonight. Let's start this. Trust me. All right. So let me take another call and call me back. All right.
Yeah,
God bless you.
okay.
Good afternoon and welcome.
Good afternoon. I had to call and tap in this one. Because as the caller said, everyone does what they please with their body. And some it might be health issues also that they can't shave.
Right.
Because our body goes through a lot. Like I can't shave, but I'm gonna plug it out. And boy, it's not an easy pain. But if I shave it, I'll be ending up in the hospital. So I'm gonna have to take that pain
Oh, so you have.
and plug that because that hair down
Do
there.
do you
it's
take a
like,
painkiller or some sort of something?
no, no.
Oh my God.
And for me, it gotta be a mental thing for me to do it because when I'm gonna start doing it, I'm not gonna stop until it's finished.
Okay.
So
Oh,
it's a mental thing for me. I gotta do it while I prepare my mind to do it.
all right. So it's Kojak for you. It's all right. We understand the process. We understand. God bless you.
All
Thank
right,
you.
I'm
That's
listening. I'm
interesting.
tuning in.
Absolutely. And this is what you want to hear on a Thursday night, right?
Yes.
Yes. I know it. I know it.
Definitely,
All right.
definitely.
Definitely. Thank you very much. Wow. Wow, Rosie. Yeah, man.
Yeah. I personally, well, as she said, some persons don't shave because of medical reasons. I
Yes.
really wasn't even looking that
At it.
far, to be honest.
Right.
But for me, when it comes on to hygiene,
Uh-huh.
a bald
Uh, a Kojak. It's
head,
still straight Kojak. Yes, man. I tell you, see, Maudie Swaby said, yes, shave, proper hygiene is, and then you have people who don't believe in it. They said
yes,
it's
because
forest all the way. Yes, forest
yeah,
all the way.
I saw a gentleman on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
and he spoke categorically
Uh-huh.
that his spouse cannot shave. He likes woodland.
Him- Oh, so weird, the Rosie.
It's straight woodland.
Man love woodland.
Yeah, he said he don't believe in it, and especially from the Rasta community, because they believe in natural thing, as you know. They don't believe in cutting their hair and so on. But as I said, to each his own.
To each
Everybody
his
have
own.
their own. Yeah.
Right, 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 right.
Hmm.
You know, and the reason why I mention it is because I was having a conversation with a man, right?
Yeah.
And, he is upset because his wife does not want to shave. And his side chick, she shaved. Yes. You understand? Oh, Jesus. Here comes another call. Good afternoon and welcome.
Good
Hello.
night.
Good night.
How are you guys doing?
I am
We're
good.
good. We're good.
Who is
You
this?
know,
No.
Violet.
Miss Violet. Oh, Jesus, for the first time. What? This gets you to call? This topics cause you to call? No, Rosie, we're not leaving. No, look like we're going to leave you tonight. Talk
No,
to
I
me,
don't think
Violet.
so.
Come on, come on. Me have everything. And yes, man, everybody. Yes, come on, talk to me.
No, I was calling to see if, what you guys doing.
Well, we're talking
But that's
about.
my first time calling.
Okay, so let me. I don't think Rosie, she's gonna hear you.
Hmm.
But because she's on the phone line. So we're talking about self care. What do you do for self care?
For self-care,
Yes.
like what?
Well,
With
right
my
now we were
body?
talking. Right, yes, with your body. Right now we were talking about if you would do you shave? Do you let your body part grow into forest land?
No, I have shaved.
You shave.
Yeah.
Right, right. So that's what we were talking about right now. So, are
Okay.
you on Facebook or YouTube?
Oh, I just called straight.
You're not listening what you call. That is nice. That is so nice. So, hop on YouTube and then take a listen and feel free to call us back.
Oh, yeah, and you're on YouTube?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, man.
So
Up on
let me
YouTube.
try. Let me try.
Up on
Okay.
YouTube. We are here. We are here. All right.
Okay. I
Thank you
didn't know
very
that.
much.
Okay.
Sure, sure.
Okay.
Wow, calling and I swear. Yeah. So yes. So the man was like, him wife is Christian, and him not like the forest. Him can't but if he do no cutting and parting and chop chop chop
So
chop chop.
that is problem now.
Of course it is problem.
You know, it's not to stray from your point, Auntie Donna, but
Take
let
it
me tell
there.
you something.
Take it
Yeah,
there.
these things are happening, and because I am privy to these things, that's why I'm saying it.
Come on now.
Sometimes, as wives, we are so holy
Mm-hmm.
that you don't believe in certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, you alone not in the relationship if you are somebody. So some level of compromise will have to be met in
Yes.
order for your relationship to work.
That is
So
true.
even if you don't like the thing, you have to try and meet whether the male or the female halfway. Mhm.
I believe sometimes some wives, them just married, them not really want to have sex. Some wife don't want to have sex with their husbands. You understand? So them no them make the forest overgrown, and nobody no want look on the forest. Everybody when them a pass, when husband a pass the forest, him look another side, and side chick forest land clean out. You know.
And not only that,
Uh huh.
not only that, you might have the forest, but you wear out some choir gown from a bed.
Oh yes, man, and we have
So
some
that
good
adds
wife
to
here.
the
Like
problem
Nadine,
too.
not oh, this is Antoinette Tammy. Good afternoon and welcome, Opal Makala Bolton. Yes, yeah. Listen,
So
if you are a
there are a
Christian
lot of
wife
factors.
here, yeah, we have information for you. You're right. Go ahead. On that topic, Rosie.
Yeah, so there's a lot of things that contribute to the breakdown, especially in relationships. I mean, we go through emotional stages, and I can't speak for every woman, but I'm speaking for me. When my emotional state is not right, then me no have no interest. When that part come,
Read that. Read that. Read that.
girl with no forest land.
Read it.
That's my church sister. Let me tell you, March is sweeping.
Marty said no ladies should never walk around with no forest land. Worse, the time so hot. My God, we're not doing. Me sorry for them people that will say a forest straight. You know, want to keep it nice and natural. But trust me, me no know.
Yeah.
We are living a 2020, a 2023 new millennium. Go ahead,
Well,
Rosie.
as I said, when you're in relationships, you have to be very, very careful. You're not in the relationship for yourself, you're in the relationship with someone. So I'm going to give you a scenario. A woman who was married, her husband was not a Christian. So he had a side chick where he worked. Now she got wind of it, who's supposed to be the Christian, and went to the workplace. She and the woman fought. Now, couple months after, she came back to me and she said that her husband came home and whatever, but he wants to bring certain things in the relationship. And she said that she's not interested because she's not. And these very things that we are discussing is a part of it.
It
You
sure is.
understand?
It's
So
self care.
I said, do you want your marriage? She said, yes. I said, listen, even if you don't like certain things, you have to explain to your husband. You might not like it, but try and meet him halfway because what is going to happen? He's going to go to the side chick.
Absolutely.
So you have to compromise and try and meet the person halfway.
And ladies, you got to know that side chick always have the full menu.
Well, there is so sure
I mean,
about that. But
no man, them come with them side chick no say appetizer and them have them drink on the side and full course meat and dessert. Some lady, some Christian wife just want to go straight to the meal and that's it. You understand?
that's true.
And it
That's
is
true.
sad because the churches are becoming empty of men and so filled with women. And then this atmosphere, we're still talking about self-care, everybody. And we want you to call in at 718-569-6622 on
All right, Auntie Donna.
Mhm.
I saw a picture the other day on Facebook with a man. This is a male now. I don't know if you ever say ants nest, black ants nest. His chest, yeah, look like black pepper green. All of it. That is a part of self-care too. So ladies, what do you say about that? Would you want the man to shave that? Would you be comfortable with that? Because it's not
I
a
can
one thing
answer that
alone, you
without
know.
any shadow of doubt because I may drop for one something a relaxer.
Listen, just looking at the picture, let my skin crawl. Period.
My God,
So
yes.
self-care,
It's
not
not
because
only
we're
for
here
women,
discussing,
female, yeah, men as
it's
well.
not females alone.
Mm-hmm.
If the hair nice and pretty and you can rub it down and stuff, that's different.
Mm-hmm.
But when you know so when it's more like a steel wool kind of thing,
Right.
you know,
You and
what
then the thing about it, I think that we don't know how to approach persons with issues like of self care. Like if all right, like for me, I love teeth, right? I love a
mm-hmm.
pretty teeth. I love a nice white set of teeth. My only nieces here, jeez, I love white teeth. You understand? So we're afraid
Mm-hmm.
to tell somebody when their breath smell. Breath is
Yes,
also self care.
yes,
We're
yes.
afraid to tell somebody say them ears want clean out. We are afraid to tell somebody say something there in your teeth. We're afraid to tell somebody something that is about themselves. And I don't know what that is, Rosie.
Well, let me tell you, it can be both ways because sometimes the way you put it across,
Yes.
because some people don't know how to use tact, some people are not very gentle, some people are just not kind. And you have to be careful how you approach people, especially with these sensitive kind of criticism. Really and truly, the mouth problem is a serious problem,
Mm-hmm.
because it might not be your spouse, it might be a co-worker, it might be just a friend, and yet still you are afraid
Right.
to approach the person. But I think if you go and be very kind how you bring it across, and then too the person who is to receive the message, some persons does not want to take it lightly,
Mm-hmm.
because maybe the type of temperament the person has, you don't want to even approach them.
Right, right, right.
So I think people can know when their breath smell bad. I just think so.
All right, here. Oh, Jesus. Here we go. Good afternoon and welcome.
Jesus, them are gonna beat the town. What's wrong with the town tonight? You can't tell people about themselves. Me just come out and me shower. Me have to brush my teeth every night before me go on my bed. Lord Jesus, no sir. Uno fit happy, Uno fit happy. Me love uno like that. Uno
No,
fit
we're
happy.
not
Want people beat you,
speaking.
man. Lord Jesus Christ.
So Rebecca. So
Dear
Rebecca.
auntie.
Yeah, okay.
Yes?
All right, I'll wait. Go ahead.
Sometimes you talk to us, some man and some woman, some food, each up in and teeth for about 3 weeks back. Let me tell you, me love admire in a mouth. I know it's part in the mouth, I admire the tongue. So the tongue said it all.
The tongue?
Auntie, yes, your tongue in your mouth said it all.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Yes, your tongue in your mouth, for me, it said it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, auntie, I mean, I tell you, say, when you look upon some man's fingernail, from the ear and not the amount of grease when the nail can't come out.
Right. So we want to
That's
hear
a-
about you. What is your self-care? What you do for take care of yourself? What do you do? What you mean do for be the person who you are? Self-care. What you do? What can you share with us?
For my self-care now, auntie,
Yes.
I love smell nice. I love take my regular shower. Nobody now have to tell big people that. Nah, because we are big people. We as big people, we supposed to guide with young children them.
No,
Take
you
care of
never
your
hear the
body.
question that was asked. Do we shave
No,
or
me-
not shave? Are we into forest land? Or do we just go baby back?
Yeah, me do both sometime, auntie.
Yes, sometimes you're tired of the thing. You just go on and make forest grow.
Yes, and auntie, anytime me cut down forest, me bump up. That's what me I say, yeah. That's what me I say, sometimes me make forest grow up.
Yes, okay.
Mm.
Somebody else called in and said that
All
as
right, Auntie,
well.
me laugh with you.
You're luck with us. Love you,
Yes.
love you. Someone
All
else
right.
did. No, no,
Big
no.
up yourself, Auntie Rosie.
Yes, man. All right. My- Violet
Boy,
says
that
good
was
night.
a mouthful.
Yeah, that was a mouthful. So yeah, go ahead, Rosie.
Yeah, so we were there talking
Talking
about the I may
the
have to
wives, yeah.
switch. I may have to switch phones a bit, but yeah, yeah. As we were talking about the whole thing,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I mean, persons have to be careful how you approach persons, telling them about these sensitive issues, and you on the receiving end must also be receptive. How you take certain critique about yourself, because sometimes you may not know, I guess. Sometimes
No,
you may not
sometimes
know.
people don't know, you know,
Yes.
because you've sometimes we've been living with a particular thing that
Mm-hmm.
we don't, it becomes such a part of us that we don't even know. And for some people, they were never taught growing up how to
Right.
groom for themselves, how to care for themselves. So it becomes a normal. Me not get out the white head out of my face. Me not get out the black head out of my face. My fingernail, it's not important to some persons, you
Right.
know, and but it's offensive to other persons. So
Right.
it's a matter of tact, as you mentioned, Rosie, rightfully,
Mm-hmm.
that it's
Mm-hmm.
how we approach somebody and deal with it.
I believe so, because some persons have no approach. Lord Jesus, you don't smell, buddy. No, you don't do that to people.
No.
You don't do that to people. You have to be very careful. And sometimes you are
How would you handle that though? If how would you handle that though? How would
all
you
right.
tactfully
If
handle that?
all right, if it is my friend,
Yes, me want to hear.
all right, if it is my friend, and it depends on the kind of relationship we have, I would tell the person, I said, well, I don't know if you are aware, but think you maybe have a odor from your mouth, and it's constant because it's not the first. I've you know, so maybe try a different toothpaste or whatever. But I'm gonna say it in a loving way.
In a loving way. Right.
Yeah.
That's
If it's a
yeah.
co-worker, no, because as I said, some people are just not receptive. I have to see the person's temperament, whether it's a friend or not, to see how to approach it, because every approach you may have to take it differently. Mhm.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And Judith is agreeing with you. She said you're absolutely right. You know, yeah, you will have to study that person, how you're gonna
Yes,
approach that
yes.
person. You know, I don't know. I think I learned to do those sort of things too. But taking up some bubble gum and giving them some bread mint is
That, listen to me, nothing could be worse than when you have bad breath and give somebody the mint,
yes.
and the mint and the bad breath meet. It's not a wonderful combination.
My God, my God.
That's not a wonderful but and sometimes I think people will take that offensive
Offensive.
too,
Yes.
because they must say, then what make you have to give me the mint?
No, because if somebody give me mint, like my husband give me mint, and me see me, I check, you know. But he said
Yeah,
no. Sometimes you make your mouth spring water so your mouth don't get dry. You know, because
right.
when I mean say every time somebody, and sometimes some people it's a way
Yeah.
of just
And the
being
truth is,
kind.
from time to time, our mouth will smell, because sometimes if you don't eat for a long
What you
period of
eat, that
time,
is true.
yes. So sometimes you might not be aware, sometimes you are aware, are because of circumstances. So you
Correct.
have to be careful how you hurt people by your delivery, telling them the tone have a lot to do with it.
Right, right,
How
right.
you bring it across.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And if somebody says something to me pertaining to maybe your body odor or whatever, you, the person who's on the receiving end must learn to be receptive.
That's right.
You understand? Because you may not know for real, or maybe it's your clothes don't wash properly, or what for whatever reason.
Right. Right. That's that
Mhm.
that is so true. Now, we want to encourage our audience, our listeners to call in and add to Judith, maybe this is around the time you may call back and add to you. It was Rosie who mentioned something about self-care for officers. I think you mentioned something. While I'm at it, let me say big shout out to Judith Noreen, who is such a major part of the Pollyanna Project. I went to Brooklyn 2 nights ago and collect a whole lot of stuff that I'm sending to Sierra Leone. She gave me so much things, a drawstring bag from the one and only Mr. Chris Bank, elected counselor in Brooklyn. So we're sending items to another African country, Sierra Leone this time, Freetown, Sierra Leone. So Judith, thank you very much for those items, those notebooks and crayons that we will be sending to a village in Sierra Leone called Kakendima. And I did not cuss any bad word. That's us. So the village name, Kakendima. Because I said, shit, chatting bad word. No, it's not a bad word. So the village is Kakendima in Freetown, Sierra Leone on the west coast of Africa. So thank you, Judith, once again. Good afternoon to you, Sister Claudette Huey. The goodie always come out on a Thursday night. The goodies, them always come out. So, Rosie, come on. What are the self care advice or tips you can add to tonight's broadcast?
Well, as I said, you have different types of self care. Spiritual
Yes.
self care. You know, there are certain music that really helps you, that motivates you, that speaks to the spirit man. When you sit and you listen to some good gospel, we're not talking about kiss out my Bible now. No,
No, that isn't for another show because may I tell you,
not that.
just to just me say the song sticking on my head and won't come out, Rosie. Me say this, I want to take something and go in on my head and do a brain surgeon in on my head, surgery on my head. Me
Auntie
say
Donna,
it's
just
sticking on
accept
my
me on the
head.
other phone. I have to change over the
All
phone.
right, so
You
let
see.
me, yeah,
Yeah.
so just let me remove you a little bit.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So yes, yeah, the song just stuck in my brain, and as much as I understand what the minister is trying to say, I don't believe in it. Sister Lucy Williams. I don't believe in teaching Christian people to curse out each other, because that is exactly what's gonna happen. Now it's gonna be in the church. You can imagine you're in a church on a Sunday morning, and you hear one sister when like the other sister say, "Come kiss out my Bible." What are we doing, people of God? What are we doing? Add this one, Rosie. Add this one.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, and remove this one. Which one? Okay, add this one. No. All right. So remove and come back. You come back. Let me remove it. Yeah, yeah. So, so I don't. The song's sticking on my head, and I want it out. I need something to get out that song out of my head, because if I read it, I see good pastors repeating it, and I'm like, dear God, what are we teaching our people? Where is the holiness into the body of Christ? But that is for another show. And I love my minister. You know that me love my girl, but that one they not stick with me at all. Yes, that one they not stick with me, Rebecca. That song they need to come out of my head. Sometimes that's why I don't want to listen. Self care is not to listen. One of my self care is not to listen to certain things. So I don't listen to certain programs because of what I know will stick in my head. I don't listen to certain music because I know what will stick in my head. But I tell you, everywhere I go is this new way of cursing out with one another in a church. Come kiss out my Bible, come kiss, 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 kiss. And I need that thing out of my head. And that is just my opinion, right? You may have it otherwise. Beryl Chris, good afternoon. Outer Clavity, God bless you. Opal Macallo, God bless you. Opal Macallo, who is this? North State, good afternoon. Thank you guys for coming and joining with us. And of course, it's not for us to just talk, 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 as much as I know you want to hear us talk, but we created these spaces in which you can call in and add to the conversation. And so, we are encouraging you to call the broadcast. Let me see if I can, one of you can call. There goes the telephone number to the studios. If you are locally in the United States of America, it is 718-569-6622. 718-569-6622. Or if you want to call on WhatsApp, if you're outside of the United States and you want to call on WhatsApp, please feel free to call on WhatsApp at 914-527-8295. And my minister is back. My minister is back. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Rosie.
right. So I was mentioning about the spiritual aspect, meditating, meditating on God's words.
Yes.
Let me tell you, we're not talking about a Christian show right about now, but I'm just
No.
giving you the
Yes.
different hints, right? Some good meditation, good company, you know, as I mentioned earlier, the songs. When you listen to a song like God kept me so I wouldn't let go, those songs that really encourage you to keep your sanity.
Yes. Amen.
Yes, those kind of songs that motivates you.
And when you think
They're
about this
not
other one, the
only
goodness of God, His goodness
what
of
exactly his goodness is running after me, etc. And don't get me wrong, you have other songs too. Because let me tell you, I love Freddie McGregor. I love my berries. I listen to those songs from time to time, depending on my mood.
of
you know
course.
but whatever makes you feel comfortable, music is really, really, really good therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So that was one of my ways. And as for me, I like to go out to dinner. Yeah, man.
Yes.
Treat myself.
Yes. Would
Although
you would
treating
you go by
yourself,
yourself? Have you ever gone to dinner by yourself?
of course, yeah,
You go sit on and hey, I love to see that. I
I
love to
go by myself, not knowing all.
mm-hmm.
But then, I mean, if I feel like I'm overwhelmed, I will go by myself. Mhm. And
I've
I'll
never
still
gone I
encourage.
must be honest, I've never gone to dinner by myself. I've never gone and just sit there by myself. But it's something that I want to do. It's something that I
I've
am
done it
going
before.
because I think if I done it, that is another one of my bucket list that I must be brave enough to go and sit in a fancy restaurant by myself and just
Yeah.
have dinner
Sometimes it
with
depends on your
myself.
frame of mind because let me
Yes,
tell you something. There are times when you might be going through a particular situation and you just want to be by yourself.
right.
You just want to be by yourself.
Oh, of
So,
course.
yeah. So, under that circumstances, yes, you can go by yourself.
I know a lot of people do things like going to the movies for self care by themselves. Those are stuff I've never done by myself.
Yeah.
No, but that's as you said another one of the thing where to each its own, to each its own. Let me say, yeah. Good afternoon to you again, Sister Lucy Williams. Right. So what else do we, guys? If you don't talk, Rose and I, if you're not gonna call in, Rose and I, we're gonna hang up, because I'm all talked out. So we can either keep the show to an
We're all
hour.
talked out.
Yeah, it's either we keep the show to an hour, and
Remember, it
yes,
is you who gave us the topic.
right.
Yes.
Our Natalie Me Young sit down there and she can call in and add to it, and she's not calling in. Thank you for calling in, Rebecca. Thank you for calling in, Violet, over there on YouTube, and my monitors over there on YouTube. Thank you for calling in, Judith, as well. You know, but I love to listen to songs. The thing about it is, as much as I want to play some of the songs that I want to play, it's like YouTube and Facebook is going to interrupt the broadcast because
Yeah.
of the music that we select to play. So this Facebook thing is not as nice as it used to be before they put the copyright infringement sort of
Restrictions.
thing and the restrictions. So I don't want to mess up our broadcast by start playing
Yeah.
music.
But you see, Auntie Donna, when I mention music, that don't necessarily work for everybody, you know.
No.
It don't necessarily work for everybody. That's why people choose to do. And even when I go to community meetings, I would tell them that look, instead of acting out and causing these disputes and that may end up in murder, find creative ways and means of finding things that you like. Play domino, play football, play cricket, you know find something creative. I said I cannot tell everybody that they should go to church, because that's something that you have to make up your mind to do. But at least it is something that de-stress you, and whatever you feel, you go for it.
Okay, I
Because I
could read this.
realize,
Yes, I could read a portion of an article that I have been, trying to prepare. So, one of the biggest benefit of self-care is generally feeling better in a day-to-day life. When individuals take care of their responsibilities, their energy tend to be drained. It's important for everyone to engage in activities that help them enjoy life.
yeah,
Not enjoying life can cause both mental and physical health issues. Researchers has discovered other common benefits of implementing a self-care regime. So we talk about self-care regime, when individuals slow down and take adequate breaks, their brain function is improved, which leads to higher productivity. Self-care also activates one big word, something, nervous system, which allow the body to rest and relax. We're not calling it, you understand? Regular self-care gives individual, may leave that to Andre Stevenson. Yes, regular self-care individuals gives a chance to check in with themselves and become more familiar with their body limits. So you see how important it is, guys. And I believe you know those persons who have a regular self-care. You can identify them because they're at peace. They're not angry. Persons who
that
take
is
care of them,
true.
they're not angry.
That is true. When I think depression really hit, well,
Tell
I
me.
can't speak for persons in the US, but I was working during the pandemic in Jamaica.
Ah,
When persons were losing their jobs left, right, and center under the lockdown, listen, some persons decide that, oh, I can't sit in this house, and I have to understand they will risk being locked up, because they know once you catch them, you put them before the court and the judge ain't playing. But they rather risk hide and go to the party just to de-stress. And I have to understand, when I ask them questions, well, you're not supposed to out here, so why you out here? Officer, actually, you don't know me stressed out. I have to understand as a person.
mm-hmm.
Because let me tell you something. I was speaking about it earlier in the broadcast, where
Right, right,
you know, especially when you're in a malfunctioning kind of relationship, a toxic
right,
kind of relationship,
right.
and you're there, you're taking care of the kids. You don't take time for you.
Not at all.
You don't take time for you. You don't even realize that you don't take time for you.
Mm-hmm.
You're so into getting the kids, whatever, the school books, like back to school now. Some people just really can't afford it. And they're trying to make ends meet just to get the kids back to school. So they don't have no time to take care of them.
I
And
remember.
this will
Yeah,
be the
that
problem.
used to happen to me. I like we as women, especially women, we neglect ourselves, and that is why when I see a sister on the street not doesn't look like she is not taking care of herself, I try not to look down on that person.
No.
And we as sister can change the narrative by, like, we if you notice a sister even in the church, you understand, get a gift card for a manicure or a pedicure and give the sister. Get a gift card from Macy's and give the sister. That is some way you're helping somebody taking care of themselves, because people have it so difficult. You know, like I tell people, I kept my hair short. All right, here comes a call. Good afternoon and welcome. Hello? You hung up? Natalie, is that you calling? What happened to your phone, Natalie? Call me back. You know. All right, let's try it again. Good afternoon and welcome.
I'm sorry. My phone.
That's okay.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, my opinion of our conversation,
Yes.
as you get older, you know, you have to know how. Because sometimes, especially if you don't have a partner, you know, we can just take a shower and put on the nicest nightgown and have a glass of wine and just reflect, of the goodness of God, or reflect your day or your life, and and just relax. Because I do that sometimes,
That's right.
especially when you're in that lonely move, and instead of you going and get yourself in all kind of trouble, you come home and you relax and get your mind straight.
So I'm
And
glad you call.
mhm.
I'm glad we call and we could hear, and this is why we're here to help each other. So, based upon the conversation, you're letting everybody know that you are indeed a single woman. And if any
Yes,
eligible
I
man out
am.
there look for a nice single woman, she's
Lord
available.
Jesus.
But anyway, sorry,
Mm.
it just popped out. You never could tell.
But me come to talk to the single people now.
That's right. So that's so take it away,
Because
Natalie.
I can talk about married women and all of that, because I am not, and I never was. So me only can talk about the single life, lonely life.
How does
And we
a
are
single lad
and
take
we
care of
are
herself?
human.
Yes. So tell me
Well,
about that.
it have its own twists and turns. Because you have some days when you're happy and some days you're lonely as if I can say that.
You're okay.
And some days you're lonely. So for the days that we are lonely, we have to know how to be productive in it, instead of saying, oh, we're lonely, and let our mind wander, because that's how we get in trouble.
How do
Been there,
you
done
do
that. And
that?
that's
How do you do that? What are some of the
one of
things
them.
that you have done to not be focusing on your state, but to get out of the state that you know you're in? What are some of the things that you
I
done?
try to do things that make me happy. I try to do things that I'm contented about. I try, like I said, some days I would just buy my favorite wine or whatever I want to buy, and or seafood, whatever it takes that day when I feel like. And I just sit down and have my glass of wine. And sometimes I just toast to myself, like, hey, girl, go ahead, you made it that day. Or, something that you accomplish, you think you never accomplish, and as a matter of fact, the going out by yourself, I always say, I'm not doing that.
Oh, you're
Because
not doing
it
it.
don't make sense for me. It's not like I won't do it. You know how you would think when you go out is you and somebody go out, not necessarily a man, but somebody else to go out of a company. you know. And I always say I want to do that, but I never done that because, especially now, you know, and like I say, I'm talking for the singles too, because sometimes we have to put ourselves out there, not out there to where, oh, we gonna flirt and whatever, but it's um like to go out, like I want to do that too, and maybe soon. So you know, it's just sometimes we can just get dressed in something nice and go to a
You're just
restaurant. You
suggesting,
never
are you
know.
just suggesting, or that is
I
something that
want to do
you
that.
want to do
That
that?
yeah, I always wanted to do that, but I always say to myself, me alone not going in a restaurant because you know me alone never go out. You know, it's either the kids or you go with a friend or something, but I
I pray
never
to God
actually
a lot of
get
us do
dressed.
start doing that, especially single women. I believe, like
Yes.
recently, and I'm seeing it a lot. So Natalie, sometimes let me such
Yeah.
say this: the day you go out and sit in that nice restaurant will properly undress, it's the day your husband possibly will walk up to you.
You
It,
never know.
you know,
You
you
know something, Auntie Donna?
yeah.
If you, I'm telling you, as I sit down, listen, people, I'm gonna just tell you the truth. If you follow your mind, sometimes you cannot go wrong. And I never remember, cause you know, Auntie Donna, I just talk straight.
Right.
And I never remember about it until you said something like that. I remember I had a dream that I dressed up and I went to Carver. There's a nice restaurant. I went there before with the kids, and it become one of my favorite restaurants. But I never go by myself. And in the dream, I dreamt that I dressed up and ate there. And when I went inside there. The person said, "Is somebody sitting there?" And I never done it. I swear, and
You're gonna
I
come
never
back
do
and
it.
testify. Because
I never don't
we
do
may
it.
be laughing, or you may think that I may be laughing, but for a gorgeous sister like yourself, I can see it in the spirit. The most attractive thing will happen, and make sure you get the table in at the center of the room so everybody can see you, and you get
Oh
your
boy.
nice set of meals. Your husband go and walk up to you, and you see, you
I
hear what she
never
said.
went through it.
Rosie, you hear what she said? Said she dreaming.
Yes.
Yes, I swear. I'm not supposed to swear, but you know
Listen,
what
give
I'm
me
saying.
something
I would
to
not come on
know.
here and lie. I dreamt it, and I say, well, I was going. I don't know what it happened, and I never went.
So
So,
you hold back
and I
yourself.
never remember
So
about.
now you're gonna do it.
Maybe
You now you're gonna do it.
and I never remember about it.
Put on
After
the
that, I
nice.
never remember.
Make sure you put on a nice black dress.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Put on a nice, because of elegance that, and you're depend on a fancy restaurant.
Right.
Yes, yes. Your husband are gonna walk up to you, darling, and you're gonna come back and
I'm
testify.
telling you, amen to that.
My
Amen.
God.
That's like sometimes when when our mind and tell us something or our intuition, my God, you will need to follow it. And that's to me too, because I never remember nothing about that until you said that.
Mighty God
So
of
you know,
Daniel.
but you
Mighty
never know.
God.
But God is a merciful God that He will bring it back around.
Come on now, come on. So we just resurrected that. So wonderful,
Yes.
wonderful. So you're in. So that's
All
my
righty.
encouragement to all of the single church sisters. You don't have to go
Yes.
to a bar, but you can go and sit. Because let me tell you
Course.
something. I was away recently, and I've gone and to. I love fancy restaurant. That's one of my thing. I love fancy restaurant. My husband is a foodie, and I love to try new food. And about
Yeah.
places I went to in Ghana, and there were single women sitting at the table, and I looked over and I found it very attractive as a as a married woman. And people was looking at her, and I'm like, our husband gonna look on her, you know what I mean? So single sister, that's
Right.
self-care, taking care of yourself, going out and
Yeah.
eating,
Yeah.
doing the best for yourself
Yeah.
if you want
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
husband. That's how your husband will treat you for the rest of your time that you will have together, because he sees you
I
treating
tell you.
yourself. All right.
Amen.
God bless you.
All right.
Thank you for adding.
Hi,
Wow.
Rosie.
All right.
Yeah, John. Wow, Rosie, that was awesome.
Yeah, it was. And I'm so happy that I mentioned it earlier,
Yes.
because you were thinking that it was something strange. But as I said, there are times when you as single persons, might feel that, oh, single woman, I must say.
Mm-hmm.
But let me tell you something. There are men out there who are seeking too. Because I
Yes.
don't want any woman,
That's true.
don't be fooled.
That's true.
So just like hotels, you have men who take vacation alone because they are
Yes.
looking, they're searching.
Yes, they're just searching for a partner who
Right,
likes to travel.
right.
You go to
And
fancy.
so you may
Yes, they
never
are.
know. You may
Mm-hmm.
never know.
Wow. I
You
hope we
understand
drop
me?
that. If we don't drop anything tonight, I think that's something that we dropped.
Yeah, take time and go out, go out. And that's
Don't
how you
sit
meet
there and say,
people.
don't sit at home and say, nobody
Yeah.
now carry you out or you not get nobody to
And
invite
let me
you
tell you
out.
something about church again. I mean, it's just like you have 90 to 90 to 10. 10
90%
men
of the church is more than
is
90, Rosie, and
women.
95% of the church.
95, yeah. So what do you feel if you stay in the four corners of the church? Who you think
Not
are going
gonna
to see you?
happen. Not gonna
You
happen.
need to go out, yeah.
And I've been singing that song for a while, telling my single nieces, and you're not going to find your husband in the church. If all of the men, unless you wait for one wife dead, unless you wait for one wife dead. No,
Wow. You
seriously.
know, seriously though, Auntie Donna, maybe this is a topic that we will have to discuss. How you said that, because as I said, the men are very limited. I mean,
In the
you
church.
have men in church, you have men, but the type of men that some women looking for is another thing.
Hmm.
I'm talking about Christian women. Some
Yeah.
of them, the man have to be up there still.
No, them no want them no man. Somebody man them want. You see, me can only talk it as it is.
Oh my
Because
God.
if you are go in a church and man available and you want somebody up there, so you want somebody man, because all of the up there some man, most of them married. Most of them
Well, that
married,
is true
Rosie.
too, but sometimes they will see a little brother, for example, and he's ordinary. I mean, he not a big job, and so you are already established and you're in your big job. And so you're looking down on this gentleman, this man,
Mm-hmm.
that, oh, he's not in my league. Don't know that your circumstances can change. They don't want to build with anybody. So that again in itself. So as I said, that will have to be another topic.
Absolutely.
Or is it a case that you look out a road?
Mm.
God, that is very serious too.
Well, I surmise, Angela Ringgold, what about arranged companion like they do in the Jewish community? Angela, that is interesting. Thank you for that. Arranged companion. I we, especially we black people, we black people, or we Caribbean folks, we're very limited, we're very limited in cultures and what the things we do. Like you said, they would have stayed at the church and become old maids. You know much old maids in a church?
That's
Because
true.
they were taught not to go out there.
Yeah.
You understand? They were taught that. And they were never taught to date. Um,
No.
they were never taught to date. The women were never taught to date. Dating in the body of Christ is not going and lying down with the person, and that is a mistake a lot of persons do. In church. So because you and the brother go out for dinner, when the thing say it should have end in somebody's bedroom, it's not. It's
But not
you
only
go.
that,
Mm-hmm.
not only that aspect of it. I mean, the moment they see you and a young man or a young lady going out. Oh, things must have gone. They're so judgmental.
Well, they need their mind needs to be renewed as well. Because the church have, when we talk about the prodigal son, and everybody was looking out, or the father was looking out for the son that left, right? And all of the and all of when the prodigal son returned, the big celebration that kept
Yeah.
for him. But there was a son that remained, that the father did not prepare that son for the return of his brother. Remember we talk, I don't know if it's here, we were talking, so we must have a prodigal party. While we are preparing people for an expectancy, we need to prepare them as well for
True.
and celebrate them where they are and not cast them down. Because if you don't do that, they're going to become angry, they're going to become judgmental. I don't know if that make much sense, because sometimes I talk, I mean, I don't know if it makes sense. You understand? You understand what I say? So,
Yes.
we have to change the narrative. We have to change how we think. Like if I see a sister date, I'm like, oh God, me not think that I'm a sex. Dating is not supposed to be you should not be thinking that something not go on with them, Rosie. If you have to get to that point where I think that you should call the sister aside, and that teaching is important. Start young. You can't tell the big old 40 and 50-year-old them they will always a jump out a gate right away because everything is highly active. But you start young. You teach
Yeah.
them young. You
That's
know.
true.
You know.
But
So
that's another topic for another night.
absolutely. And we
Because
are
it is
winding
very
on to
deep.
the last. So as Angela, I don't know where you are, Angela, in the world, but if you can call and shed some light on this, Angela, Rain Gold, because what she says, is that what about what is the question? Like they do, is it okay to have a range companion? Um, I
Well, that
sometimes I
might
believe
be
sometimes I
a
believe
good
that works,
idea.
right? Sometimes it works.
Yeah, you don't almost like the person, but at least, it's a shot at it. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, well, you have to vote. You have to do you. You have to do you.
Exactly. Exactly. And knowing that you're taking care of self, because as a Christian, you don't want to go date somebody and it don't work out. You have a broken heart. You
Right.
cross that line of sleeping in bed, because that is the major thing where people cross that line. I'm referring to molded arrangement. Like if a gentleman that I can couple to my friend. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If you do your work and know that the gentleman is good, and if you know say your friend, hey, my husband,
Exactly.
somebody introduced me to my husband. Somebody introduced me to Carl. So me did tired. Me did I go back to Jesus a virgin. Me did make up my mind to go back home virgin. And then somebody introduced me to my husband. It was a case where the person didn't thought it would work. It was a case where the person never thought we would be together 23 years later, but it worked. We
Sometimes it's destiny.
God allowed it to work. So I am a proponent for that. If you know a good man and you know a good woman, put them together, man. And if you think it can work, but don't make them, use wisdom, right, Rosie?
That's
Go
right.
ahead, Rosie. And the final 30 minutes, you take it over from here.
Oh my God, I'm lost in the conversation.
It's so much conversation. Go ahead, because people are talking
Yes,
to
yes,
us.
yes. But
Not everybody is brave enough to call in, but they're talking
yeah,
on the blog.
yeah. But definitely, we have to take that time out to for ourselves, irrespective of what we are going through. As I said, I can speak the way I do because I would have been in a situation years ago where I was just going through the motion, taking care of family and not taking care of me. Plus my stressful job. I wasn't really taking care of me. Until I reach a point where it's like I was like at breaking point. Then, and then I started telling myself that every year, because it has to do with affordability too. Every year, I'm going to start going to a hotel for at least one weekend. So I save towards that and
Wow.
I take my kids along. Yeah, but
Nice.
you have to make that arrangement because
Yes.
readily, some people cannot afford it readily. So you have to plan towards it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but if that's what you have to do to say, okay, this is what I achieve out of my money that I worked so hard for, I'm gonna take the time and go to an all inclusive
Yes,
and
yes.
eat till I can't eat no more.
Mm-hmm. You love the food, you know. Hey, you love your food, you know, Rosie.
Yeah, but I mean, you're not gonna cook, so guess what?
Yeah.
Enjoy the
And you
ambience.
and furthermore you paid for it.
I paid for it. It's all
That's right.
inclusive. If I'm to
Mm-hmm.
get a massage, I want the massage.
Yes.
I want to go to the bar and I want to take a shot of rum.
Yes.
Take a shot. No, no, sorry, spirit,
I tell you to code it up.
spirit.
And
Yeah,
if you
because
want to get into the spirit,
I ain't going nowhere but in the bed. So guess
that's
what? Let me
right.
drink the liquor spirit and feel good.
Right.
hmm
And me
Because let
time
me tell you
is
something, people who are
necessary.
them not know today. They not take a little sip every now and then.
No, they don't take a sip, Rosie. They don't take a sip. They have it in the rum cake. They have it in the cake and them throw it on the
Right.
ice cream. It's okay if them throw it on the ice cream. It's okay
Okay.
if they dose it in the rum cake. And it's okay if them tip a liquor in a this. But if them ever see
Exactly.
you, the hypocrisy,
Mhm.
and the
So guess what?
judgmentalism.
I've come to a place in my life right now. I mean, what you and you think,
Amen.
neither here or there
Are
anymore.
there.
It's my relationship with God
With
and what
God.
I'm doing. You
Amen.
understand?
Amen.
So, in all of this, long and short, we know we only have a few minutes left.
Yes.
Take time out for you. Comes what may, take some time out for if even once for the year. Take some time to do you. Find a restaurant, go to the movie. If it's you alone, it makes a world of a difference. I know you might feel lonely.
Yes.
I honestly know that. But trust me, you may never know when you go out there. As I said, a lot of people think that it's a woman thing. But you have, as I said before, you have men out there seeking. So if it's a relationship you want, not that I'm sending out there
It's
to
not
go
gonna
look
happen
nobody.
in your house. The main
Right.
thing, especially for the single lady, it's not gonna happen in your house. You think gotta go just carry it, come in
Not
there
at
like
all.
just
Not
like
at
that?
all.
Mm-mm. Unless your house not have no walls and everybody drive past, I go see you.
A glass
No,
house.
it's a glass house and you're up on display and that not happening. Find yourself
Right.
into a library. Find
Right.
yourself in place where of interest that persons will come up and have a conversation. If you don't know how
Definitely.
to have conversation, for me, I have so much self-help book, Rosie. The
Right.
things that I
And that's
don't know,
for
and that is
your personal thing of de-stressing. You're
yes.
not really going out there to seek anybody, but just for your mental health. That's how you de-stress. Find
Because
what
not
you
until
need.
you take care of self can you
Take
welcome
care of
the other
people.
self. It's not
Yeah.
gonna happen, guys. It's really and truly not gonna happen. You gotta take care of you, right? And I have a couple of tips I want to read for self care. Self care, which include nutrition, eat properly, guys.
Yes. Definitely.
Wash out once a month or twice a month.
I'm
Get
going
a
to
wash out, get one of them bacla cheap something there and drink it and stay home. Wash out.
and prioritizing sleep. Rest is
Yeah.
important.
Exercise helps and keep a person happy and healthy and resilient. Yeah, so exercise is important.
Right.
Me time is usually the last on the agenda for most people. Take you some me time.
Yes.
And I started out by saying my me time is going for a long drive by myself. I don't mind driving by
I love
myself.
that for you. I
You
really
like
do.
I,
Yes.
that's why when somebody called me for the Pollyanna project and said, "Come," I said, "Me drive." Even if I am the only person going, if no one is there to accompany me, I will still go.
Yeah.
Angela Ringwood. Oh, she is from Judith. Yes, yes, Narine's cap. We're gonna be Judith. We have about 25 minutes to go. So if you do, 20 minutes to go. So if you do want to call in, please do. I go many places alone, but don't trust easily. I'm like the sun. I shine alone, standing. Ah, that is beautiful. Just like Rose's t-shirt. Bring
Yes.
on the sun. Bring on the sun. You know?
Sunshine.
And remember, your spiritual health is also whatever you study, whatever you do, whatever if you do yoga, if you do the if that's what you do, if it brings you some sense of peace, and it makes you feel good. So when you take care of yourself, you can take care of somebody else. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have about 20 minutes to go. If you want to call in, this is a perfect time to do so. Um, you know, I tell you see these people talking, you see them? He will ring my bell and say, dong, dong.
Oh, Jesus.
you know so yeah, I hope that we added something to your afternoon this afternoon. Rosie, may I go leave it to
Yeah.
you to take it from here.
Well, I think I've said it all, basically. You know, just for persons to not be so engulfed in their. 'Cause let me tell you something. The stresses of life, pressures of life is very real. Talking to persons, you see people every day and you don't have a clue what they're going through. And you see the smile and you think that they are okay. They're not.
Yes.
And they just want somebody maybe to, encourage them, just like I'm encouraging you
Yes, yes. Welcome,
to
Francine
really,
Chidik.
yeah, find that niche, find that thing that makes you happy. Listen, when I was going through my stress, I love karaoke. I love to go see people sing
Yes.
and make a fool of themselves, some good, some bad, but I laugh. That
I love
that
to
in
laugh,
itself
man. I
is
love to laugh.
therapy for me.
Everything is therapy. Give
You
me a
know?
good comedy show.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Go out, man. Go out. And don't let the pressures of life weigh you down because it will if you allow it to.
Sure does.
And I learned of a situation because I was looking at this particular individual and I was
Mm-hmm.
saying, this person is very happy. And I saw the person wrote something and I reach out
Mm.
and the person is going through so much.
Oh
So
God.
never take a face card
Mm-hmm.
for what you see, and the person basically like they just give up based on what is happening to them. And when we reach to that place, that is when we really don't want to do anything
Yes, yes,
because we
yes.
feel like, oh, this is it. But
Man.
I'm encouraging you, whether you're a male or you're a female,
Yes.
take the time out to do you. Take time out to do you. You understand? That's all I
Yes.
will ask.
All right. I have a song on my turntable, and I want to play it. Oh Jesus, let me play it. May have to, let me play it. This one is for everyone on the blog.
only you knew how much I do need you. I dream of moments we share, but you're not there. I'm living in a fantasy, 'cause you don't even suspect. Could probably care less about the changes I've been going through. If only you knew how much I do love you. Oh, if only you knew how much I do need you.
I tell you, everybody loved the song. One of my favorite tunes, Sweet. Hey, you see what I'm telling you,
I
Rosie?
tell
You
you.
see, once we start to play the song, and I love music, I really and truly, I
It's
love music.
therapy. It's
Long
therapy.
time, a long time. You know what I mean? Dion Clark, welcome, welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, if you music for the soul, yes, and that's one of the self care. Um, as much as we are children of God, and we love gospel music, we
Woo.
say it, man,
You
say
know,
it, say it.
before before you go, um, someone asked me the question, like with you and your spouse is in bed, intimate moment. What kind of songs would I play? So I said, no much love song. It's a no gospel song. And I'm like, okay.
Which one?
No, after that, spread it out right now.
Oh, look at this. You
Seriously.
see, your sister Gail said, Queen, you make me feel like holding my husband and dancing. One of
That's
them
right.
night here we are going to do, and me say, I have the song them, Rosie. Me have the song them. Hobby, me I hear. What you know, Jesus? I tell you, they love those songs.
Yes, yes,
So,
yes.
so
Those
yes.
songs have substance.
So if only you knew. When my husband working, it's not all gospel music. Him drop him legs them and I work. I say, why you going with yourself, Reverend? You really are going with yourself. So we got one more song that I have on my playlist as well, and
Wow. Would you? Regina. Regina. Baby, come. That's right, Sister Diane. Time and place for everything.
Silver moon shining on my bed beside my pillow. Light the pathway to bring that man to me. Oh, something tells me my words are going straight to his heart. And ooh, something tells me you will be all mine. Baby, come to me, 'cause I love you, thinking of you. Oh, baby, come to me.
And when you take care of yourself, baby will come to you. Whether he will come to you in the forest or whether he will come to you. But one thing for sure, baby will come to you.
Yeah.
Oh,
I heard Dion said there's a time and place for everything, and that is so
yes.
true.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's time when you listen to the gospel and you get into that spiritual mode, but there are times when you listen to these love songs to set the tone. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. You got to do what you do, So where are we on time, guys? I mean, we want to wrap up the broadcast, and I know you want to hear me play some, maybe give a little bit more teaser, right? We did say we were gonna do that, right, Rosie? So
Yes.
let me give you a couple of teaser from my playlist because I do got one.
Baby, let's cruise away from here.
Pull it, pull it, pull it, pull it.
You're listening to Positive Radio. Now I'm craving your body. Is this real? Temperatures rising. I don't wanna feel I'm in the wrong place to be real. Whoa.
Pull it.
Love that played his games on me so long. I started to believe I'd never find anyone. Doubted, tried to convince me to give in. Said you can't win. But one day the sun came shining through. The rain had stopped and the skies were blue.
A selector, your bad.
People say I'm the life of the party 'cause I tell a joke or two. Although I might be laughing loud and hearty, deep inside I'm blue. So take a good look at my face. You'll see my smile looks out of place. If you look closer, it's easy to trace the tracks of my tears. I need you, need you. Since you left me, if you see me with another girl, seeming like I'm having fun. Although she may be cute, she's just a substitute because you're the permanent one.
Listen this. Mighty God. Everybody dancing on a Thursday night. Somebody say me I set up the mood. Yeah, man, me say no Faris. Gump round here.
You'll never find, as long as you live, someone who loves you tender like I do. You'll never find, no matter where you search, someone who cares about you the way I.
And we care about you, we do. So before we play the last song, we can only play a little bit of them, you know. We can only play a little bit of them.
Yes, yes.
You know what I mean? Because of what them call them copyright situations. I got one last one that I know you guys would love, but I want to say thank you to every one of you. We're gonna get off camera. I'm gonna let Rosie get off camera. It has been a pleasure to have fun with all of you. So the next time you will see us is when you see us on camera, because this is how it is. We have busy lives, but we want to hang out and play with our Facebook friends and our YouTube friends as well. So, Rosie, as always, a wonderful evening. We talk
Yes.
about so much. We add to content to everyone, everybody that call. We add
Yes.
content. So, I
Yes.
have one song before you come off a camera that I know that you will absolutely, absolutely love.
If you ever change your mind about leaving me behind, well, bring it to me. Bring your sweet loving. Bring it on home to me. Yeah, 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 yeah. I know I laughed when you left, but now I know I only hurt myself. Yeah, bring it to me. Bring your sweet loving. Bring it on home to me. Yeah.
I want to mess with them a little bit before I go. Let me mess with them a little bit now. Give me a chance.
Oh, yeah.
Let me mess with you a little bit now. Let me mess with you a little bit. Don't make me over. Now that I do anything for you. Don't make me over. Now that you know how I adore you. Don't pick on the things I say, the things I do. Boy, I forgot edit that video, yeah, you know, because me I tell you, them I go chop, I go and edit it so that we talk show come through.
It was a
Rosie,
wonderful
it
evening.
really was a wonderful evening. God bless you, my sister. And of course, guys, we love you. We're whatever platforms that you see us on, support us with a like, love, or share. We don't ask for monies. We don't do that. What we do it because we love people and we want to be engaging to you. Rosie B is a gospel artist, international gospel artist. Our songs are available on all digital platforms. And if you do need her to perform at your event, feel free to reach out to her. Rosie is everywhere. She's not afraid to talk to nobody. She not hide from nobody. So she's approachable, you understand? So reach out to Rosie and support her on whatever she's doing. And of course, you know the Pollyanna Project is Aunty Donna Baby. If you can support that, please do so as well. God bless you, everyone. Until we do meet again, may the good Lord of heaven bless and keep you, and may he make his face to shine upon you. May you know that the peace that Jesus Christ left with you as a final parting gift is what is meant to give us that self-care. That peace that Jesus Christ left with us is the self-care that he wants us to use.
Amen.
Amen. Because if you don't have the peace, somebody go and get a piece of you. So God bless you, everyone, as we play this one. I don't even know if I miss. We don't know because I don't good. I don't want to go home. I don't good. I don't want to go home. But let me tell you something. Why don't I do this? Why don't I do this? Rosie, don't beat me. Don't beat me, Rosie.
Oh, Lord.
He don't love you
Uh-oh.
like I love you. If
Good night, guys. God bless you.
he wouldn't break your heart, he don't love you like I love you. He's trying to tear us apart. Fare thee well, I know you're leaving for the new love that you found. The handsome guy that you've been dating, like I love you. If he don't love you like I love you. If he did, he wouldn't break your heart. He don't love you like I love you. He's trying to tear us apart. Fare thee well, I know you're leaving for the new love that you found. The handsome guy that you've been dating, whoa, I've got a feeling he's gonna put you down, because he don't love you like I love you. If he did, he wouldn't break your heart. He don't love you like I love you. He's trying to tear us apart. Now he uses all the great quotations. He says the things I wish I could say.